Hi, everybody. It's Ryan with Pi Records, and I'm here with Oba and Danny from the Randells. How are you guys?
We're
Yeah,
good.
I'm
Good.
fine.
How are you?
Great, great. First, I want to start off where you guys are from, and how is it that you got your record out in the U.S.?
How we get that?
Now you know.
Oh,
Uh,
Oh, where are you guys from?
yeah,
we from
we're from Sweden. We're from the south of Sweden, from a small town called Ronneby. Uh,
Okay,
it's about it's pretty close to Malmö. It's a bigger city.
okay.
Um,
You want to tell me a little bit about your 7-inch with Otitis Media?
yeah, we recorded the songs in when was it, Danny? Do you remember? 2018. Started recording
yeah,
the song. Yeah.
I think
And
so.
we worked a lot to find someone who would be interested in releasing it. We worked for over 6 months, 6 to 8 months, I would say. So it was, and then you find Otitis Media, and they said, "Yeah, let's do it."
I think we sent it to maybe 100 labels before
Yeah,
the usual stuff.
yeah, yeah.
It's really catchy music. What would you say are your biggest influences?
I mean, punk rock and pop punk in general, I would say, but I mean, Ramones, Misfits, of course. All of those bands I've been listening to for over 30 years now, and of course they're big influences, and a combination of pop music, like, I mean, we got Beach Boys and Beatles and stuff like that.
And always we have Swedish Randy as a big influence for me.
Yeah.
That it took the pop punk music to another level.
Awesome. So, what instruments do you guys play, and what would be the main influences on your instruments?
I play the guitar, and I sing, and I'm a lousy guitarist, so I don't have any influence at all when it comes to that. I just play.
How about you, Danny?
You just play.
Yeah, I just play. I don't, I don't have any influences at all.
Danny?
I'm the bass player. I play the bass, and influence. I don't know. I always listen to Rancid, and Matt Freeman is a good bass player. And I don't know. I don't play like him, but I like his lines.
So, what's the scene like in Sweden? Um, how are there a lot of bands to play with?
Um, the scene in Sweden, I would say it's quite dead. It's for this kind of music, it's not a big scene. There's a couple of bands that we can play with, but the scene in Sweden for pop punk is not big,
so
actually.
how did you guys get into that? Being that there's not much of a scene. Um, what pulled you in that direction?
It's a hard question. I mean, I first started to play in the mid 90s, So the scene was kind of different back then, I would say. There was a lot of more bands playing in the mid-90s than it is now. And as I said before, I'm a lousy guitarist. I can play anything else. I would love to play some classic rock, but I don't know how.
So, how extensively have you guys played out on your shows? Like, where have you played?
Sweden only, in our hometown.
A couple of times.
We haven't played a lot of times, 4 or 5 at the most.
Yeah, at most.
You guys sound like you practice a lot. I mean, your music is very tight.
It's amazing what you can do in the studio these days.
Yeah, and Oba isn't that bad on guitar. He's a good guitarist, and we are good.
Way too kind, Daniel.
So I want to ask you about what you thought when you started the band. What were your aspirations, or what were your goals to achieve?
When we first met in 2013, I think, you were making beer at the rehearsal place, and we start to talk, and Daniel said that he had heard some demos with my old bands, and he really liked it, and one thing led to another, and we decided to just record an album. That was the main goal, I think. We recorded at the beach that summer, and we got released on a Spanish record label called Rumble Records, I think. And after that, we kind of took a pause. I think we did a couple of gigs, and then we took a break for a couple of years. We wrote some songs, and when we kept in touch, but we took a break for a couple of years. And then we got back, and the main goal then was to find someone to release a vinyl for us. That was the main goal. And we worked hard, and we almost gave up, but we managed to find Otitis, which was a very good thing for us. And it kept us going since. And
Good.
now we're working on our full album. It's going to be out in April, May, hopefully.
Who's putting that out?
Monster Zero Records, a
And
European record company.
that'll be on vinyl.
Austria. Yeah. Vinyl, CD, and cassette, I think.
Oh wow, cassettes, awesome.
Yeah.
So why is it important to have your record on vinyl?
That is a good question. I don't know. It's
I know why it's important.
It's just cool, I think.
It's like an experience when you have, the vinyl in your hand and you can sit down to it. Yeah.
It's something else. It's a real product.
Yes. So what can we expect after hearing your 7-inch? What can we expect from the new album?
We actually have released 2 digital singles from that record. You can expect some catchy pop punk songs about nothing, mostly, but yeah. On the first album, we had a more like surf vibe to it. I think we let that go a bit. We just play more straightforward pop punk on the new album.
Awesome.
Very punchy.
Say again?
I have a bad connection. Just want to say that. I have a bad connection, so I don't know. I can hear you sometimes, so sometimes you lose.
Oh,
Okay.
So that's why I'm quiet, because I don't.
well, then I'll post.
You look good, Daniel. So that, yeah, it's okay.
I'll post this next question.
I think you can expect I think you can expect a real punchy pop punk record that's it's gonna blow your mind.
Oh, awesome. How is where did you guys
12 smash hits.
Danny, where did you guys record your new record?
Where we recorded it. The drums was in a small town village in middle of nowhere in Småland, Sweden, in the forest.
Oh.
And guitars and
Go ahead.
oh, excuse me, I didn't hear you at all.
No, continue. It's okay.
What? Yeah, and the guitars and the bass we did in our own studio that Oba has at his place. Yeah, and we managed to do that quite fast, I think.
Yeah.
How long did it
Another
go ahead,
couple
Oba?
weeks.
Couple weeks.
The drums we did on a one day.
Yeah. I don't think 4 weeks. I think some.
Yeah, we had a quite sporty schedule.
And very important for the sound of the record is that it was mixed by a guy called Perry from the band Travolta's, and he did an amazing job. I think he made the sound of the album, and it's punchy and it's raw, and it just sounds good. So a really big thank you to him.
Awesome. So in the springtime we can expect the record. Is there worldwide distribution for the record?
Yeah, the CD is going to be released in Japan, I think, also in Europe. Vinyl in Europe, of course, and I think he has some distribution to the US. I don't know all the channels he has. And the cassette is released by an American company, actually.
Oh, great.
Memorial, but not honorable tapes.
Yeah.
Honorable.
Yeah. How to pronounce that?
So where can people find your music? I know we have a couple copies here at Pi Records, but where can they find your music for you? Like Facebook, Bandcamp?
Yeah, they can find it on Spotify and Apple Music and Bandcamp, and there are some the 7-inch
Zero records.
Yeah, you can buy it from different kinds of distributors in Europe as well.
Okay, great. Is there anything else you guys would like to add that I haven't asked?
I'm good.
Good. Well, I thank you very much for your time, and I appreciate you accommodating your schedule. And I really love your music.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having us. It's our pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah.